everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Jordan Golf TV, where we are talking about all things golf, and today we have an exciting episode. I'm going to be bringing you my entire in-depth on-course performance review of one of the most, I guess, expensive golf shoes in modern times, the Nike Tour Victory 4 collaboration with Justin Timberlake called the Raggio De Sole. For me, this sneaker brings together a few things that I happen to love a lot: golf, sneakers, coffee, and golf. I've got to admit, I do have a soft spot for Justin Timberlake as well. His music 15 or 20 years ago was just absolutely fantastic. This shoe dropped last week on the 2nd of May, and I came up on these through the Trendy Golf websites, and I was under the impression that these were gonna fly because these are limited to 1,981 pairs, and despite the high price point, which we're gonna talk a little bit about soon, I thought these were gonna go really quick. So at least on the Trendy Golf website, they sold out within seconds, but they are still sitting around on the Nike app in a lot of the popular sizes. And so whilst I don't expect this review to inspire you guys to go out and spend the crazy amount of money that these cost, they are out there if you do fancy a pair. First of all, let's talk about the model. The Victory Tour 4 is Rory's shoe, and Rory is basically on top right now after having won the Masters, and this is, in my opinion, probably Nike's best golf shoe, period. It has the classic look, it has the fly plate technology, it's a very gameable shoe, and so to take it and then hit it with the luxury touches like what JT's done was definitely a good play. The colorway takes inspiration from coffee. You guys might remember a few years ago now on TikTok, there was a big trend doing the rounds where people were taking all white trainers and then just dip dyeing them in coffee home DIY style, bringing about this new cool colorway. That, to a certain extent, is what has inspired the colorway for this shoe. The entire aesthetic of the sneaker and the packaging and the mood is supposed to conjure up the feeling of having an early morning coffee on the course just as the sun is breaking out over the fairways. Hence the name Raggio De Sole, ray of sunshine, and hence the coffee theme that you'll see playing out throughout some of the details on the shoes. So let's start off with the packaging, because it is a nice box. If you're going to spend the big money, you should expect to have a nice box. You can see the Raggio De Sole branding on the front, which involves a coffee cup with the golf ball inside and the sunbeams breaking out. Very cool branding indeed. The first thing that you'll notice when you break open the box is that you get some added extras, and some of you guys out there will probably be like, yeah, damn right, you should get some added extras for that price. You get 2 pairs of extra socks. You get some longer socks, and then you get some ankle socks in this coffee color that also feature the sort of pink hue contrast with the branding, which is supposed to represent the early morning sun rays. You also get some extra laces as well, which are featuring in a slightly more flat shape to the laces that come installed. Right, now the sneakers in hands are definitely something special. The quality on the materials is something else. It's worth noting that these were made in the Montebelluna factory, which is just situated outside of Venice, which apparently is one of Nike's favorite factories to do these types of special projects with. Unlike on the regular Victory Tour 4, you get a few different panels and a few different types of materials. So the majority of the upper features this full grain pebbled leather, which is very thick. It's very soft to the touch and does feel of a very high quality. You get a slightly different leather that runs up the eye stays, another different type of leather that features on the top of the tongue, which also has a mesh bottom to it. You get a suede panel that wraps around from the midpoint of the shoe all the way around to the heel of the shoe. And then you get an extra leather cut that wraps around the entirety of the bottom of the shoe, acting a little bit like a mudguard. You also get a leather pull tab up the spine of the shoe. And unlike the normal Victory Tour 4s that feature just the one pitiful swoosh on the lateral side, with the Justin Timberlakes you get 2 swooshes. You get an embroidered mini swoosh, and then you get this beautiful leather stitched on swoosh that actually breaks into the lower part of the mudguard and features the sunbeam color blocking on the piping. You also get a swoosh on the medial side as well. And in terms of the co-branding, you get the cafe style logo that you have on the box stitched in on the tongue, which when you look at it from behind has a number as well as a date of production, as well as a signature of presumably the factory manager. The insoles are pretty cool. They're based on the cafeteria coaster and they come in a cork design on the top, featuring the Montebelluna factory stamp on the bottom. And the craftsmanship can really be seen when you take the insole out and have a look at the footbed. I mean, bro, that has got to be worth 80 bucks. In terms of the technology, it's the same midsole technology featuring the foam material as on the regular Tour Victory 4. You get the same fly plate carbon technology, which is supposed to flex while you walk but remain stable while you swing. The bottom plate is as you'd expect, where you've got 5 spikes in the front and then you've got 4 on the rear. But the really cool touch is the chrome finish, a little bit like the sunbeams in the mornings that come on the fly plate underneath, although it's going to rub off as you play. And in terms of some of the other smaller details, these also come with a little Dubray on the front of the laces, and they also come with a little bumblebee on the inside there as well. So all in all, it's a beautiful looking shoe, it's a beautiful colorway, and the materials are fantastic. But how do they fit? How do they feel? And most importantly, how do they perform? Well, in terms of the sizing, I feel like these run a little bit big. The Victory Tour 4s, in my opinion, go about half size big. So I actually went a half size down, got a UK 9, and these fit me absolutely fine. If you do have a wide foot though, you might want to go true to size, but I would say true to size or half size down, you'll be absolutely fine. In terms of the comfort, I found these really comfortable. They are a little bit weighty because of the heavy duty luxury material, but they feel luxurious on feet. They're incredibly supportive, they're very stable, and they do make for a really good performing golf shoe. I took these out for a game around Hainault today, and I found these to be fantastic. They're very comfortable as a general walking shoe, really good grip with the spikes. Now, the other big question when it comes to golf shoes is, are these going to be easy to maintain? Are they going to clean up well, or are they going to look like crap after a couple of rounds? Well, let's take a look at these after today's round. These have held their shape really, really well. In terms of like getting dirty and in terms of cleaning them up, yeah, not a problem at all. The only concerning material may have been the suede, but to be honest, the suede is not a particularly rough or shaggy suede. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. So I think in terms of keeping these clean and maintaining them, very easy shoe to do that with, just because the quality of the leather on the upper is of such a high standard. Also, because of this tone, this sort of coffee tone as well, it means that the mud splatters and the grass stains aren't really going to show up that badly. Now, in terms of negatives, I don't know, man. Could they have come with more optional extras? Could we have maybe gotten some golf accessories? I don't know, maybe like some tees or a golf towel or something else, like a cleaning brush or a dust bag or something like that. I think these probably could have come with some added golf extras. In terms of the quality of the socks, bro, I've only worn them once and I've already got a hole in both of the socks. So bro, these socks are no good. I mean, how can you get holes in both socks? Like, honestly, I played around in them, and then I took the dogs for a walk in them, and I've got holes in both of them. And my nails are not even long. You might be thinking I've got the talons going. So the socks are no good. And I can't see if they're numbered. I mean, if you're gonna make 1,981 pairs, like so few pairs, and you're gonna make them in a factory, why not number them? Why not make them that much more special to the individual collector by giving them a number? Like, I can't see a number on them. Bro, I'm not sure. That to me is a bit of a miss as well. And so the big question out there, no doubts, is, are these worth $500? Are these worth the 460 pounds? I picked these up with a little bit of a discount thanks to my Trendy Golf membership, so I got these for 430 pounds. Honestly, I do feel like that is way too much money for these. Don't get me wrong, the quality on these is fantastic, the comfort, the look, it really is a fantastic shoe, but is it $500 good? In my opinion, no. I think these are a little bit overpriced. I would have been happy to pay maybe like 300 max, 350, yeah, okay, but the fact that I paid 430 for these was motivated more out of the sake of the content and my newly found fanaticism for golfing sneakers. Honestly, if these end up going on sale, which I don't know if these will end up going on sale, they are sitting around in some sizes, maybe they'll go. If you could pick these up with a discount or on sale, I do think that they're worth it. But if you're about to shell out £460 for these and you're not already completely in love with the colorway, or you've set aside money to do it, or you're a huge Justin Timberlake fan, I really do think these are a bit overpriced. Notwithstanding the fact they're made in Italy, they're coming with the quality materials, I just personally don't think they're worth the money. What do you guys think of these? Do you agree with me that these are beautiful, they're just a little bit overpriced, or do you think these are worth the money given the fact that they have been crafted in Italy with the hands of some dudes over there? Feel free to let me know what you thought down below. And as always, guys, I appreciate you supporting the channel, your likes, your comments, your shares, subscribing to the channel. All means a lot to me as I try to get this channel lifted off the ground, man. So I will see you guys on the next video very shortly. Be sure to go and check out my other videos on my main channel, and I will see you all very soon. Take care for now, and peace.